Good morning. Happy, what's today? Tuesday. Bright and early. It is like 7 a.m. There's my pup drinking some coffee. Uh, Wanted to record a video yesterday. Could not find the time to do it. Before work, I didn't have any time because I just had a bunch of shit going on with the kids going off to camp and stuff. And then worked, and then after work it was like, forget it. There was no time. There was absolutely no time. So that is a really good thing to complain about. I am not complaining, actually. I'm really happy that I can complain about that right now. You've no idea. So early morning, I'm hitting the record button before I start my day officially with more training sessions for work and diving into what my new job is going to be. And while I do that today, I have a very long time in between my conference calls I have to be on, where I'm just reading and doing some light work, I guess, because I'm still new. This is only my fifth day, where I'm going to be listening to a lot of music. And I'm excited because when I was not working, I was doing Uber Eats all day, and I would just listen to music in the car, and that just was fine. Sometimes I really don't like streaming music. There's something about it, especially some of the streams don't sound as great. My car has a really good sound system, but there's just something about it that's just not as connecting. I don't know what it is. It's a very strange thing. But I really enjoy just sitting in my room and listening to stuff on my speakers and, like, I don't know. I'm blabbing now. But so I got a package in yesterday. I did not expect to get this in so soon. I knew it was coming, but the shipping was insanely fast. I ordered a tape from Iron Fortress Records less than a week ago. After it went live, I think it went live on the 31st. Maybe it was the week before. I can't remember. But I ordered the tape, and then he shot me a message and said, hey, I'm sending you some other stuff, like, as a thank you for streaming Morgued and Exhumation on your channel. So basically he sent me another care package, which is like the fourth one now. So I feel like I'm in debt, but the package came yesterday. I was shocked because he shipped it on Friday, so it got here super fast. So I'm going to show it off today, some cool tapes. So the first thing that was in that package, I knew this was going to be there because he mentioned it, was the Phlemesis t-shirt of the awesome artwork. I showed off this tape a while ago, like a little couple months ago, and then on the back it has, no, don't do that, no barkies, no bark, no. Dolly, lay down. There's nobody out there, trust me. I can see there's literally a bird. Are you barking at a bird? Because we live in Florida. We have thousands of birds here. Lay down. Come spin and look at the camera. No. Alright. Sorry. Fucking animal. Usually I lock them out when I record, or at least the old ones in here, because he doesn't do this shit. But anyway, on the back it has the Iron Fortress skull head, which there is a little tiny figurine that's going to be dropping of that, and I'm definitely going to grab that because that's pretty cool. So I absolutely love this artwork, and this tape, this album is so good. So thank you so much. This will be sported probably tomorrow. I like to run it through the wash first before I wear it. So yeah, I'm excited. So also in that package were some really nice, high quality, awesome stickers. This one is my favorite one. And I gotta figure out where to put that. I almost don't want to stick it somewhere and just keep it, but I gotta put it somewhere. Definitely gotta put it somewhere. And then there's this one for the Torture Tape series. And then this one was a really cool one too. So awesome stickers. And that made me think, like, I miss labels sending stickers with their stuff. Gurgling Gore is pretty good about doing it, although I don't think I got one last time I ordered a tape from him. Maggot Stomp does it, Closed Casket does it, 20 Buck Spin used to. I actually looked forward to 20 Buck Spin's sticker / trading card that they would put in their packages, and I don't think I've gotten one in a really long time. I have a huge stack of, like, all these, like, Magic the Gathering and Conan trading cards from when they would send those out. Those are just like a nice little touch. It obviously doesn't matter. I'm buying the music, so I'm not really complaining, but I do miss that. But I'm not gonna like bitch about it and write a whole entire post about how they suck. And trying to think of who else. Night Shift merch does. They always send a sticker, and indie merch does. I think I got one with Relapse last time I ordered, which I had never gotten a Relapse sticker before. Vinyl Alter usually does, but that's a record store. But anyway, I like when labels send stickers. Obviously, it's not mandatory. Obviously, that's extra cost that they're throwing in there. If they don't, it's fine. But I always enjoy it. So anyway, let's get to the tapes. So this was what I originally ordered from him. This is the new Apparition album. The hell is this called? It's a really long name. Disgraced Emanations from a Tranquil State. This is their second full-length album. They are a band out of the U.S. I can't remember where exactly. I'm blanking. Let me pull up my notes because I thought I had them up, but I don't. I'm not awake yet. I am exhausted. Oh, that's right. They're from the West Coast, the California area. So anyway, this is their second full-length album out on Profound Lore, and then Iron Fortress did a tape version of it with an alternate cover. The original cover is like a black and white with, I'm sure you've seen it. Not black and white. It's like black and white and brown and black and white and brown, pretty much. And this one is just like an alternate cover where it's like the bottom right-hand cave side of the... you know what? I'll just pop up the album art so you can see what I'm talking about here. But this came out in March, and I was incredibly slow to clicking with this. And I don't know why, because now when I listen to it, I'm like, what the hell was my problem? I absolutely loved their first album that came out, Feel, back in 2021. It was on Caligari Records, and I think Profound Lore also pressed they did. They pressed the vinyl shortly after the tape came out. Caligari actually sent me a free copy of that in a package, and I had never heard it, and I was like, wow, this is great. And that ended up being one of my favorite releases that year. So I've been a huge fan of this band ever since. Like, they do the old school death metal style in a more new modern way very, very well. I think they're one of the few bands that really, really masters it, in my opinion. So I was really excited about this album, but when it came out, I was heavily into like brutal death metal, and what else I was listening to? That was pretty much it. It was like brutal death metal, and then I was super into, I think I was only really listening to brutal death metal when it came out, and it just like it didn't click with me when I first heard it. I was supposed to do a review on Heavy Metallurgy for it, and I passed it off and said, here you go, Simon, take it, and you can do it, because I knew that he really enjoyed the album, had a lot of positive things to say about it. I just wasn't invested in diving into it and trying to wrap my head around it at the time. For some reason, I was also in a really shitty state of mind, too, to be honest with you. So I finally sat down and listened to it a while ago, probably last month or so. It was a couple weeks ago, because people were starting to show off the record, and like I just started to see it more on Instagram and Facebook, and people talking about how it's one of their favorite releases of the year so far. And I'm like, man, it's like, let me give it a shot. So I put it up in the car one day while I was doing my Uber Eats shit, and that was it. So sometimes that happens with music. I don't quite understand it or what. Obviously, it's definitely a mood thing, and music is definitely a mood thing. But that happens, and I'll admit it. So I'm glad that I'm happy that I didn't just order it, which it came out. I came with pre-order like after I wasn't able to. So I was happy that I took my time on it, because sometimes, and this is what I'm definitely changing about my buying habits this year, is sometimes I just pre-order the album just because I know I like the band, and think to myself, well, if I don't like the album right now, I'll eventually like it. I'll listen to it. And then a lot of times I don't listen to it. It just sits and collects dust. So this time I took my time with it and I listened to it. So long story short, Iron Fortress released a tape issue of it. It's out now. It's still available. It comes in 2 different tape covers, colors. Funny enough, there's a powder blue one that I thought looked really good, and I thought that's the one that I ordered, but apparently I clicked on black. But it doesn't matter. It does not matter. I bought it for the music. So here's the black tape with the sticker. I like this sticker. I think that's pretty cool. I love stickers on tapes. It's so old school and so nostalgic for me. So That's the black one, but there is a powder blue version, and then here is the J card. So with this album, and I think that maybe the reason why it didn't click with me right away is that it's quite different from their first album. Like, it's still very much the same band, and it's still very much the same sound, but their first album was really pretty much, it was 34 minutes long, which was, you know, a little short in my opinion, but it was pretty straightforward, like, death metal album, and been done really, really well. This one, they progressed their sound a little bit more, and they added different elements into it. It's longer songs, like the longest song in here, which you know, is actually my favorite one, Paradoxism, is 8 minutes long. The whole album is only 38 minutes long, so it's not that much longer than their first album, but they changed their sound in a way that they started to add a little bit more proggier elements into their music. And don't freak out when I say that. I don't mean proggy, like super proggy, like Tomb Mold did with their last release. Did I show this side? I don't remember. But there's definitely elements in there. Just every once in a while, I hear things that they're trying to incorporate. You can tell that they're wearing their influences on their sleeves with some of the stuff that they're doing in this music. Pretty ambitious songs with being over 8 minutes long, and then the one after this is over 7 minutes long. The final song on the album is 7 minutes and 51 seconds long. I mean, the shortest song on here is the instrumental track, which is the 5th song, Inner Altitudes Light Transference. It's only 2 minutes and 42 seconds long, and it's a pretty cool instrumental track. Sometimes I hate when bands add those into there, but I like it. There's a little bit of a proggier element to it, and they definitely you can tell wanted to not just write like the standard death metal songs they had on their first album. So I think in regards to that, it's a very good album. Actually, I enjoy this quite more than their first album now that I've really digested it and really taken it in and listened to it several times. So I think it's a great album. I think this is definitely one of the better releases to come out this year. It's definitely going to make my year-end list of my favorite death metal records. So I definitely think you should check this out. I think this band is a little underrated, to be honest with you. Not enough people are talking about them in the grand scheme of things. But again, it's underground death metal, so really what am I expecting here? I don't expect everybody to know who they are. But yeah, it's a really good album, so definitely check it out. Iron Fortress Records, like I said, there's 2 different variances of it. There's also vinyl and CD and stuff still available. Pretty sure the vinyl record is just a black copy, which I'm sure nobody cares about. But there were some color editions that were out. Actually, let me see. I'd be interested to see like what's still available, because I would like to get this on vinyl now that I've finally clicked with it. Eventually, someday. Like I've said like 1,000 times, I've got a list of records that I'm buying first for sure. One of them is Bellwitch. I've been listening to the shit out of Bellwitch these last couple of days, and oh my god, I cannot wait to get that back in my collection. Yeah, so they still have all the first pressing colors available on Profound Lore. $23.99. Not bad. Let me show you. Since I've got it up here. Let me make this video longer than it really needs to be here. So, yeah, they still have the first colored edition copies available, and then plain black. And the thing I like about plain black is that it's a little bit more expensive. Sometimes it's really cheap. Sometimes it's like $19, $17, between $19 and $17, but this one was a little bit cheap. Gotta get those inflation prices in there sometime. But anyway, so yeah, I would like to get this on vinyl. Oh, and there you go. There's the alternate cover, the other cover, what the actual cover looks like. God, talking is hard. Holy shit. I am tired. See? Get my fucking big face out of the way and show you. There's that. So, I guess I won't edit the image in. No, I probably will. But anyway, wow, we've gone off the deep end here. All right, let's bring it back, Melanie. Let's bring it back and talk about the rest of the music on here. Okay, so that was the first tape. That was what I originally bought from Iron Fortress. But in that package, like I said, were some goodies, a nice little care package that I knew was coming. So the first one is the new Morgued EP, Reduced to Primitives. So this was streamed on my channel. It's still up. I'll link it in the description. So this was a thank you for putting that on the channel. This is a really, really good EP. I really like this band. They're that newer style of death metal, but it's done really good, and I really enjoy this EP. I've listened to this quite a bit, so I'm excited that I have the tape now. But they came out with another EP in a demo. A couple years ago, the other EP, Terraformed, was on Life After Death. So, but awesome U.S. death metal band. So this is an orange tape with the sticker. I like that. It looks cool. And then here is the J card. So I will, as always, I will link this in the description. You can go back and listen to the stream that I have on my channel, the Bandcamp, and then where to find this stuff to buy it. So I like that J card. I like it that it just has the band image. Sometimes I don't, it's like fine, whatever. There's no lyrics and stuff. And like with the tape, the lyrics are so goddamn hard to read. I almost don't care at that point. I'll just look them up online if I have to. So there you go. So that was the other tape that was in there. The next tape is the other stream that I did on my channel, and this one is by far one of my favorite releases to come out this year in terms of full-length albums, and that is Exhumation with Tributum Animarium Lapsus. I probably said that way wrong. Pronunciation, please. I'm sorry. So this is Funeral Death Doom. It is really relaxing, Funeral Death Doom. I'm not even going to lie. Like, this is one of those albums that I've been listening to while I'm working and just having it on. And I really, really enjoy this. So, the member, it's a one-man Funeral Death Doom band. It is Mark, who is also in Sanctuarium. Sanctuarium is a fantastic band. I've talked about them on here. I showed off their tape from Gurgling Gore that came out, when was that? Last year, yeah. Into the Mephitic Abyss. That was the album. Fucking phenomenal album. So this is like his side project now. So white tape with the black sticker. I think that looks pretty sleek. And then here is the J card. And then here is Mark on the other side. So Spain is where Mark is located. So not U.S. And this is fantastic. It is actually the second full-length album. I've never heard the first one that came out 2 years ago. 30 minutes long, 3 tracks. And of course, they're incredibly long tracks. Funeral Death Doom, just done really, really well. The vinyl is out on Pesta Negra Records, so that's up and ready to go for, I'm pretty sure it's shipping now. I don't know. I can't remember, but I know you can order it. So yeah, this is the other thing that was on my channel, and again, link will be in the description for you to go check it out. Check this out. If you're a Funeral Death Doom head, you'll really enjoy this. I think it's phenomenal. Funeral Death Doom is some of my favorite death metal to listen to. Like I said, I've been listening to a ton of Bell Witch the last couple of days. This pretty much triggered that when I uploaded this. It's like, man, all this made me want to do is go back and listen to Evokin and Bell Witch and all of these other slower death doomy, funeral doomy bands. So yeah, good stuff. Some of my favorite style of death metal for sure. And then a surprise little piece in the package. I wasn't expecting this. I actually honestly didn't even know it existed until after we talked about it. A little promo sampler, an Iron Fortress promo sampler was thrown in there. And this is cool. I like when labels do this. This is similar to the Noxious Ruin tape that he presses with the zine, where it's got a sampler of all different sorts of bands. However, this is all bands that are on Iron Fortress. Hell's Headbangers actually they do it all the time. They throw in CDs and orders of like a Hell's Headbangers sampler. I'm pretty sure Maggot Stomp has done it. Like, it's a label thing. Everybody's been doing it. It's not anything new. But I'm glad the labels are still doing stuff like that. So this like translucent pink shell with the tape, or the sticker, looks awesome. And then, like I said, it's a promo sampler of all these different bands that are going to be or have been released on. I'm pretty sure they've all been released already. I can't remember, to be honest with you. So I like that horror movie style, retro horror movie style cover art. And then right here on the other side is essentially the song and then the band. So we've got Born Undead, Squelch, Morgued, Cell Intruder, Primal Scourge, Toxic Volcano, Catacomb, Abscess, and Black Dust, which Black Dust was just put up, or is going to be up for order. So yeah, a really cool little album label promo sampler. And I guess this was limited to 50. and they're pretty much sold out, but he saved one copy for me, so I appreciate you. That's awesome. So this was the additional package candy that was in there. So that's it. Iron Fortress Records is by far one of the best newer labels that is out right now. They've been pumping out amazing stuff, and it's not just a label, it's also a massive distro now. There are tons of stuff to buy on this page, man. Like, I'm telling you right now, when I'm able to, I'm going to order so many vinyl records from him. And I know they're all distro and I can go straight to the label, but I know the labels will take forever to ship them, and he just ships it out, and it's here in like 2 days. It's crazy. So that instant gratification is there when it comes to ordering things from Iron Fortress. So check it out. Go there, stream this stuff, listen to it, buy it. Great label. Fully appreciative of the support. And we have some more collaborations coming soon. So I'll be putting up some more stuff and definitely show some support for the underground. So that is all I have today. Hope you guys are having a great week. A couple more videos this week, and then after that, I think I'm taking a break for a couple weeks. I need a little bit of a mental break. I'm going to be going traveling for 2 weeks and stuff. So yeah, so we'll see. I'll let you guys know when that break comes. Let's see you in the next one.